Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. This video is about news from Birmingham. It's the murder of Malik Hussain and an update on 2 others. Malik Hussain was stabbed to death in Sparkbrook in February last year. Haseeb Mirza has been sentenced to life in prison. He was found guilty of his murder yesterday on the 13th of February 2020, a sentence to 21 years minimum before he can apply for parole. In the police statement, it says that the drug dealer who stabbed the father of 4 and left him to die in the Birmingham street has been convicted of murder. They found 2 Rambo-style knives in his house in Smallheath. Malik Hussain was fatally stabbed and dumped on Baker Street when he got into Haseeb Mirza's car outside a nightclub in Digbeth and drove to Sparkbrook. A dispute broke out in the car which resulted in 26-year-old Haseeb and another man that was his passenger, that is his brother, stabbing him several times in the chest. Mr. Hussain was dragged from the car in Baker Street by the 2 men and they stamped on his chest. The 35-year-old father of 4 lay dying in the road. Passers-by, police officers and medics tried in vain to save Mr. Hussain's life, but the killer Mirza had drove back to his home in Smallheath and took a taxi back to the nightclub that he originally had met him at, Pandora's box in Digbeth. He then went to a drive-through, potentially a McDonald's, and ordered some food. Within hours, Mirza tried to flee the country, but detectives tracked him down to a travel lodge in Yardley. He was arrested with cocaine and cannabis with a street value of £1,000 that was under the mattress in his room. After search of his house in Benedict's Road, they found the 2 knives. Mirza denied killing Mr. Hussain on the 12th of July last year, but following a trial at Birmingham Crown Court, he was convicted of murder and was sentenced to 21 years. Less than 24 hours after the killing, the second offender fled the country, Haseeb's brother. Following the verdict, Mr. Hussain's family paid tribute to him and explained how hard it has been to live without the father of 4 children. My condolences and thoughts go to his family. And you have to reference the court papers in order to gain a little bit more context. It's not very clear. So it says in court they was described as drug dealers, and on the 12th of July they were sitting in a car outside the nightclub Pandora's box waiting for customers. Mr. Hussain and his friend Adeel Yousaf were looking to buy cocaine and got into their vehicle. The prosecution said they received a call to meet another customer and the car drove out of the Digbeth area. At 20 past 11, the Volkswagen Golf they were travelling in stopped on Baker Street in Sparkhill, where Mr. Hussain was stabbed by Haseeb Mirza. So initially, Haseeb, who is Haseeb's brother, stabbed him and then dragged him out the vehicle, and Haseeb stabbed him as well. But Haseeb actually left the country and has never actually been found since. So this goes to show how quickly something can escalate from something as simple as a transaction in a drug deal can just develop into a murder. But I definitely want to hear what people have to say on this story, so please don't forget to leave a comment below. And in an update into the murder of Babicar Diagne, I did a tribute video to him the other day, helped by his friends, where they sent me pictures and told me about him as a person. He was stabbed to death in Coventry, and we actually released the information first that he'd lived in Sutton Coldfield, Birmingham for quite a long time in his life. And a boy has been charged, another 15-year-old boy has been charged with his murder, but now a third arrest in connection with the death of Babicar is a 15-year-old girl. So a 15-year-old girl has been taken into custody, and this takes the amount of arrests in this case to 11, with 1 person so far being charged. So this potentially could be a lot of young children's lives being ruined by this incident that occurred over just a fight. I hope it doesn't, but it may potentially involve somebody that he trusted getting him to this area to make this happen. So I will keep you updated when the case is finally come to trial. And in this final update, another teenager from Birmingham who was killed, Nasir Patrice, Abraham Combi, has been charged with his murder. He's from Birmingham, but the murder actually happened in Leamington Spa. He was fatally stabbed in Leamington Spa along with another teenager, and an 18-year-old has been charged with kidnap, perverting the course of justice, and a 16-year-old has appeared at Warwick Crown Court charged with Nasir's murder. No pleas were entered, and he would next appear on February the 24th. Another teen from London who cannot be named appeared in the same court on the same day UK are charged with attempted murder. He was also charged with kidnap, attempting to pervert the course of justice, and possession of a defensive weapon. And another boy as well has been charged from London. So this means that 2 boys from South London was in Leamington Spa, and also a Birmingham teenager as well. None of these teenagers had any reason to be in Leamington Spa, so I'm guessing from that it may be a potential link to county lines. The murder happened on Tatchbrook Road in Leamington Spa on January the 15th, 2019, and I'm very interested to find out what the outcome of this is, because this is showing that people from different cities are meeting each other in small county towns, and there are sometimes getting into some sort of altercation. So like I said, it's early days to say, and I do pay my respects and rest in peace to Nasir Patrice as well. But we really do need to start wondering what we can do to help the teenagers to avoid these sort of situations that seem to be becoming more and more common. So I really appreciate you joining me. I'll definitely be back with some more news as well. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Follow us online as well, and feel free to donate by joining Scarcity from as little as £2 a month. Thank you. Peace.